Every single offseason is really a balancing act for teams. They can decide to invest heavily in one position, let's say the wide receiver position, but maybe their offensive line will fall off. And I think the biggest question for San Francisco this year will be how much they invest in their offensive line. Last year, it didn't appear like it was enough as Brock Purdy was running for his life. The first major question they'll have to answer is what they're doing at the left guard spot. Aaron Banks is slated to become a free agent, and he's projected to earn $8.4 million annually, which most likely is out of San Francisco's budget. You have to remember, they have to sign Brock Purdy this offseason and potentially look for a Deebo Samuel replacement. And while Banks was solid in the running game, he wasn't as great in the passing game, routinely giving up pressures on Brock Purdy throughout the year. Last year, for instance, according to PFF, he had a 60.5 pass blocking grade, gave up 25 pressures, 4 quarterback hits, and 1 sack. So in this video, I want to go over the most likely replacements for Aaron Banks on the offensive line, starting out with Spencer Burford. The upside about Burford is he is one of San Francisco's younger offensive linemen coming in at 24 years of age despite already playing 3 years in the NFL, so he is a player that should continue to improve over the next couple of years. He also has prototypical guard size, coming in at 6'4", weighing 300 pounds. Kyle Shanahan also may be tempted to start him given his familiarity with the system. As you guys recall, he started for this team as they made a Super Bowl push during the 2023 season. And during his time at UTSA, he did play more on the left side of the offensive line, so by him moving to the left guard spot, taking over for Aaron Banks, it could be even more of a natural fit than when he played the right guard position. Currently though, I don't see Spencer Burford as an immediate upgrade over a player like Aaron Banks. He can definitely be effective in the passing game, but I have questions about his run blocking efficiency. So I would like San Francisco to bring in more competition for this position, either through free agency or via the draft. If San Francisco does want to pick up a guard in free agency but not spend as much as they would on a player like Aaron Banks, they could pick up Ben Bredeson from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He comes in at 6'5", weighing 315 pounds, and is only 26 years of age. He also has the best ability for an offensive lineman, availability. Last year for the Buccaneers, for instance, he played in 1,126 snaps, which ranks 6th among all NFL guards. He's definitely not a player like Trent Williams, but he also doesn't come with that price tag. He probably would only cost San Francisco maybe $2 million, $3 million next year, so they could get him on the cheap, and worst case scenario, he's just a quality backup for them. And in that case, he also has the versatility to play center for San Francisco, which is something they absolutely love. But what I would like to see them do is go through the draft and potentially pick up another player like Dominick Puni. The perfect prospect in my opinion is Donovan Jackson out of Ohio State. He's slated to be a 2nd or 3rd round pick, and coming out of high school, he was ranked as the best guard across the entire nation. During his time at Ohio State, he also showed off the ability to be extremely effective in his own scheme, similar to Kyle Shanahan's. He can get to the 2nd level, pull, basically do anything athletic wise you would want out of a guard. In his pass protection, Jackson shows off a similar level of mobility, and he also has been able to demonstrate the ability to anchor over the last couple of years as he's gained strength. And even though he's slated to be a 2nd or 3rd round pick, I think San Francisco could pick him up and he could start immediately as a rookie and even be an upgrade over a player like Aaron Banks. But ultimately, these are just my thoughts on who should replace Aaron Banks headed into this season, and I'd like to hear your thoughts down below. It would also mean a ton to me if you could like and subscribe. And as always, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.